What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Today we've got some more Guess the Elo. Um, it's Imperius on normal drylands versus Imperius, the most Polytopia matchup of all time. It's incredibly exciting source, trust me, bro. Anyway though, ignoring that, I kind of know how this plays because I did the whole Imperius until I lose thing on normal drylands. So you'd better play this well, or else I will be slightly sad. But let's see. Exploration, I mean, it's when you're in the situation, you know that there are no villages here because that's how Imperius works. So you either go up here and there's two valid spots because this one isn't, or you go here and there are two valid spots because again, this isn't. So yeah, I prefer just going in the center just because why not? It gives you more information, but this is fine. And I would probably go with the rider turn 2 after not seeing the village. That's what I prefer to do at least. Instead, we're doing the turn 3, which, yeah, it's still fine. It's not the end of the world. Now we're gonna workshop here. Definitely, yes, that's a good workshop. Explore ruins, really nice here. Now we can bonk that warrior. Yeah, really good bonk. A little passive for the rider here. I would send it up here on the fruit in case they try and heal, which is very well played they can make. Instead, they move on the village because they're extremely greedy like that, I suppose. And we're gonna say, you can be greedy, keep it, because they are keeping it. I mean, they got a vet sword. They're probably keeping it anyway. Like, I feel like we could use this. I don't know. I feel like it's not a bad idea to just say you're gonna have to wait to keep this village. You have to commit the vet sword and whatnot by just stepping off the village and then stepping on with your 10 HP. Okay, so both sides have climbing, which is... I guess there's a large amount of range here. We might see like Smithery and stuff, I would assume, because already with Smithery I can see a couple lines. So first off, with this city, we can get a giant. That's enough for a giant. Yes, that's a giant. And then obviously we have a giant here as well. We place a forge here, and then 2 more fruit. That's a giant. And then on this city, we've got forge here, that's 6, 7, 8, plus monument, that's also a giant. So lots and lots of giants on capital. Border growth is pretty good. Yeah, Smithery's absolutely just... If you don't get Smithery this game, you're a little silly, Billy. Don't be a little silly, Billy. Alright. Ooh, 2 ruins. Just send this rider back for this one for this one. Make units. All that stuff. Okay. Well, what is this, though? Do we want the ruin or not? We can't reach the ruin. I really don't like this spot for the rider, because even if the intention isn't to get the ruin, look at how boxed in this rider is. It doesn't have very many places to go. It's just not a good place for it. Like, it's kind of safe, I guess, but it's passive. It's not doing anything. So you can get some... Yeah, we have the ability to get upgrades. I don't know... Oh yeah, I guess I know why we didn't warrior here, in case they have roads. They could road in siege. That is a good play to keep in mind, but we didn't upgrade. This was a 24-hour game, by the way, so you had time to consider that. I don't know why you did it like that. Yeah, so now both sides getting mining. We're gonna want to make sure they don't just easily snag this from us. We want to send the warrior down or here, just to really... Yeah, I like that warrior spot. Just make sure they cannot steal. Sure, we can send them back. I think the warrior going here is better, though, because now this warrior can kill. A little mildly annoying. And again, I like not training a warrior here. So there are some really nice moments here, actually. I'm not sure if they're intentional or not, but they're pretty nice moments. You know, you gotta appreciate them at least. don't kill it, but we kind of had to move our rider to safety. Okay, now we get the giant here. This is really good. It's really, really good. Now, if we get a border growth on the city, I just realized that's a play that's kind of disgusting, actually. We take a ton of space and we get a level 3 forge spot. We do need forestry or roads to get that border growth initiated. So it's a little bit of a long shot right now. Sadly, we could get a border growth here right off the bat and just say, well, it's not going to slow me down because I have forge spot, I upgrade, and I'm happy. On the capital, I know we were planning on probably getting border growth on the capital, but like it's our capital. We can use roads. So I don't really agree with this. Either like save the monument if you want to train more units or get the border growth. They get the border growth immediately. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much we could do about that unless we like forge and pop ruin, which is kind of awkward. Right. Get some snazzy. Why are we doing this? Okay. We have the sword. We can get a kill on the sword, and we can not like trap our rider. Oh wait! Oh my goodness! Wait. Oh, that's the idea. Okay. Take back everything I said. All right. Now we're cooking. It should push the correct way, yes. Because the way that push order works, it would normally push here. That's blocked. So then it looks at counterclockwise, which is this way, then clockwise, counterclockwise. Bam. Beautiful stuff. That's really good. I actually didn't even see this. That's awesome. Okay. We got some gameplay on our hands. And I will say our density sucks. Like, I didn't point this out yet. This density sucks. If we win this game, that's pure skill. And our ruins haven't even been that good. We got like a vet sword. We haven't even opened this ruin, which we should be doing hopefully in the next couple turns. Another vet sword, which I guess is okay on defense, but we have giants. Vet swords kind of feel unnecessary here. We really need like pop or stars or a good tacky node. Kind of what you generally want from a ruin. Is what we want from a ruin. Crazy stuff. But yeah, hopefully we pressure here. Interesting to pressure the city. I like the idea of forcing the giant. I guess they're gonna giant anyway, so actually no. Pressuring here is fine. Getting plenty of units now. I like this. Now we get the pop ruin. Perfect. That's what we want to see. That is what we want. That is beautiful, beautiful border growth. And then we could get a second giant. I think it's a little greedy to get the second giant right now. We can just wait till next turn. Instead, more units. And this player is very disciplined. I know a lot of people, I would even be a little tempted to be like, oh, I get a giant. It pushes my giant. But it's better next turn. It's better next turn. 2 swords on the front line are so much more impactful. Seriously. This is really, really disciplined gameplay by the Imperials. Take notes, guys. Roads from the ruin. Oh my goodness. Roads is like amazing here because we want to get roads anyway. That's like a star ruin, but better. Okay. Now, I'm a little iffy about moving the giant on the village. We could move it past the village. We do secure the village. There is that. Maybe I'm a little like we pressure here. This is solid though, so I can't really hate it. I was just mentioning that as a possibility. Okay, this combat's not. Okay, there's a few things I don't like there. First off, we should not have hit with the giant first. Yes, it deals the most damage. Like, if we're trying to siege with a unit other than the giant, then yes, it is correct to hit with the giant first. But why would we try and siege with a different unit? We can siege with the giant. We had an extra source here we didn't even use for the attack. We had tons of leeway if we hit in a different order. That's suboptimal, in quotes. And if we're not sieging with the giant, why are we not sieging with the vet sword? This only has 1 out of 3 kills. They are unsieging, just that's a fact. And then we have to re-siege again. and we're giving them time to get like math for a giant push. Unless we keep our sword here, which would be insanely like 10,000 IQ sort of play. Yeah, they're gonna do that. Roads, yeah, there's the unsiege. It's interesting they sacked a unit. That means they're training more, and they're gonna be able to... Oh, they just monument right off the bat. Not even allowing you to re-siege, which I don't know if I fully agree with, but I guess it works. Whoa! A little bit zesty on the chops. I don't know how much we calculated. The thing is, with 24-hour games, you can calculate those, so I can try and be like, oh, like you should... I don't actually know for sure what you should have chopped and shouldn't have chopped. It looks like you've planned things pretty precisely here. And you've immediately chopped everything you know you won't need. I can't tell for sure if that's the case, or if you just randomly guessed and like closed your eyes, I don't know. But like, I see the vision. Like we get markets, and markets good. They're not quite as good with forges here, but they're still good nonetheless. You know, like instead of being egregiously overpowered, they're just solid. That's how those markets are here. Yep, there's the math that I was kind of expecting. That's an insanely good sawmill spot. And they're reserving it now, not getting the giant. This is actually really good from the opponent because this can be stepped on. And if this is blocked when there's an important siege happening, that would really suck. So preemptive sawmill here is actually very smart by the opponent, since it's acknowledging something that very well could happen. Archery here. I do like archery. Again, we could be like, oh, develop market to be super greedy, but no. Stay disciplined. Make units. Units good. Now the opponent gets markets, and again, if we were really greedy on our markets, and we see this, we hit the resign button because there's nothing we can do, because we don't have units to properly punish. But because we got archery and archers, now, like, we actually have counterplay. Counterplay is good. We love counterplay. Now, the opponent's market quality is going to be better because, you know, they've got math. But if we play things really well here, I still think, like, we have options. We have a ton of pressure here. We can go into knights pretty quickly. We did get our markets sooner. Like, they just got markets. They haven't even placed all of them. So, their economy's not, like, solved yet. And if they're too greedy, as in, like, they're not training units here, like, placing markets is fine if you can afford it, but if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. And it looks like the opponent might be overcommitting on the markets. Too greedy. Their markets are so much better because they're sawmill markets, but 6 HP siege. Somehow I don't hate it, actually. The idea this giant just goes here and forces some shenaniganery there. I do think this unsiege is a little easy. We could consider sieging with the giant and then roading this giant like that. Then after the push, we re-siege, probably keep. And that's good. We have the sword still pressuring here. We have really, really good stuff going on. This border growth is actually okay because we can't upgrade and get a giant with pop growth, and we can actually chop. So in some ways we kind of actually save stars for the border growth. Alright. So we are doing things. They're really, really setting up those markets, getting those juicy markets, but are they getting them too soon? Keep in mind the opponent has not gotten a single catapult. They had math, they had time to set up catapults, but something tells me they prioritized something else. Because catapults would be amazing here, even despite the archers, just because these border growths stop the archers from actually digging deep enough into enemy territory to actually attack the catapults. So if you place them correctly, catapults are just phenomenal here. But the opponent was a little short-sighted, I guess. A little greedy, and this is what happens when you're greedy. Again, really, really, really good gameplay from this Blue Imperius here. I really, really like this. Like this screams like really high elo. Like I'm talking like 1700 plus. This is amazing gameplay. Another border growth. This one, once again, is actually a good border growth. So I'm a huge fan of what I'm seeing. There is a catapult back there. Now, is it going to help on siege? Do they have the unsiege? They do have the unsiege. Now we have the resiege, of course. We have 3 archers, bunch of swords, bunch of riders. Actually, 4 archers. We have this one too. So we are probably just taking the city by force. They do not have the means of defending. They're getting absolutely destroyed here. They're probably up in economy too. They're up in cities. I think. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's even in cities actually. They've got like really crazy border growths going on. And we got some border growths, but only recently, and they're not nearly as crazy. Like their economy is way up, but again, economy is not always the name of the game. It depends on the map type, but usually you kind of need units to win. That's important. Really good vet there. Yeah, this is beautiful. Like, it's not often that I actually get to be like, wow. Like, instead of being like, what are you doing? This is terrible. Like, no, this is just... Like, oh my goodness. I love this. Like, and here's the thing is, I know a lot of people that be like, oh my goodness, I could get math. Look, I can upgrade my markets. This guy knows what's right. This guy knows it's not about the markets. It's about the cities and the units and the initiative. It's not about funny number go up. We take the city now. We get big funny number go up now by making their funny number actually go down. So this makes me so happy to watch. It's so beautiful. Like, there were like some micro moments that were kind of not good, but we just don't talk about those. We ignore those. Their general macro and their understanding of the game is really, really solid here. And I'm immensely happy to see this. Now, they are playing a little greedy now, but they get 2 giants out of it. They can kind of get away with a little bit of that. They might be going for like knights and stuff. They're also completely winning the game. Alright, there are some giants here, but they're totally unsupported. Another siege. Again, I don't know why we're not doing it with a full HP and then just like smacking this giant, because like this giant's right next to it, come on. Like, I think the giant management was probably like, there were like a few other things, but it's mostly the giant management that I would say like wasn't quite there compared to everything else. Like, it seems like a weak point in your gameplay, just knowing how to use the giants properly and understanding like giant on giant scenarios and how to play around pushing, stuff like that. But other than that, overall, really, really good stuff. Seriously, this is amazing. Like, why can't the rest of you be like this? Like, come on, y'all got to be like Ollie Sith here. Just be better at the game. But like, seriously, training units is good. They put out more eco, it didn't matter. Initiative, units, words, 1700 elo, screw it. I was actually kind of close. Maybe I got a little excited, but I think they could have easily be 1700 elo. With that kind of gameplay, absolutely. They had terrible density, but they just made units. They know how to play. Units. Okay. But that was really good. Seriously. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub. And have a good one.